environmental impact statement of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERC, acknowledges that Hunterdon County in New Jersey will see increased arsenic exposure due to the PennEast Pipeline. Filtration systems are not an appropriate nor adequate protection to hazardous contamination in our drinking water. The appropriate and adequate protection is not to increase the risk of arsenic in the drinking water in the first place.
Yes.
In addition to contaminating our water supply, the proposed pipeline would also require an inappropriate use of eminent domain by condemning homeowners and farmers' property without a proven public purpose need. Yes. Disrupting pristine land in a state like New Jersey requires a high level of public benefit, which PennEast has not established. It would also disrupt preserved land paid for with taxpayer dollars and threaten many endangered species critical for our ecological system. Although FERC has ultimate authority to regulate interstate transmission of natural gas, the Delaware River Basin Commission and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection have significant influence over FERC's decision on the PennEast Pipeline application.
The synergistic implications of climate change and the PennEast Pipeline on stream flows, quality, temperatures, health, and aquatic life are not assessed in PennEast documents. The denial of any consideration of the combined effects of PennEast for recharge, groundwater, and base flow, coupled with the heightened anticipation of drought due to climate change, is a significant information gap. Streams recently categorized as exceptional value in Pennsylvania need to be updated in the PennEast application materials. PennEast documents at least 131 wild trout waters in Pennsylvania to be cut across by the pipeline. Recent updates to the Fish and Boat Commission Class A list could alter this figure. PennEast has yet to update this list and ensure all designations are in fact accurate. 75% of the stream crossings that will be undertaken using open cut will be undertaken using open cut methods only.
Allowing oil and gas development, including the PennEast Pipeline, poses a public health threat. Construction of the pipeline risks liberating more arsenic into water supplies. This must be prevented. The destruction of trees has health effects. Preservation of tree numbers is essential. Pipelines can leak methane, causing lung, GI, and nervous system disorders. Large leaks simply asphyxiate man and beast. Independent monitoring of pipeline integrity and state-of-the-art sensors to detect leaks early would be a must, but would not be enough. An explosion of a 36-inch pipeline could have a blast radius of 800 to 1,200 feet, incinerating everyone in its radius. It is the self-policing of the industry that has led to some well-documented cases of death.
Actually, we're in a bit of a drought. We don't have enough water, as the amount of water that we need. So we know now that we have less than we need, and now we're discussing the possibility of putting toxins into the very limited water that we have. You know the dangers of fracking. You know the dangers of natural gas pipelines. Fracking cannot be done without harm. It's impossible. And so we rely on you. We rely on your confirming a moratorium against pipelines.
When DRBC instituted the moratorium, three main concerns were cited: the diminishment of surface and groundwater, the release of pollution, and impacts of frac waste disposal. In the years since, a substantial body of knowledge has developed, demonstrating that shale gas development has myriad adverse impacts that simply cannot be avoided. After exhaustive study, New York State prohibited fracking based on environmental and public health analyses that showed that the harm from fracking simply could not be prevented, leading to Governor Cuomo to completely ban high-volume hydraulic fracturing throughout the state.
Yeah.
And so, we call upon you as voting members to enact a permanent ban on natural gas development in the Delaware River Watershed for the protection of our water resources and to preserve the outstanding and essential values of the Delaware River and its watershed for the benefit of all our communities, including generations yet to come. Commissioners, it comes down to this. Do we want clean water for 17 million people? Do we want a wild and scenic Delaware River? If so, you must ban fracking from all portions of the Delaware River.